These are the 9 hacks ski resorts don't want you to know about. Most skiers walk right into it without even realizing. Not today. From lift ticket traps and rental scams to secret powder stashes and timing hacks that'll save you hundreds. We'll expose where your money disappears, how to dodge the classic ripoffs, and reveal shortcuts for everything from untouched runs to insider tips the locals keep quiet. Ready to cut through the resort's well-designed traps? Let's kick it off with the biggest money leak of all. How you buy your lift ticket. Buying lift tickets at the resort window is the fastest way to torch your ski budget. Window prices at major mountains now run $150 to $200 or more per day. No joke. That is not just for holiday weekends. It is the regular rate resort set for anyone who walks up last minute. Resorts count on you showing up unprepared, tired from travel, and willing to pay any price just to get on the hill. Those same tickets are almost always 30 to 50% cheaper if you buy online at least 7 days in advance. Some resorts use dynamic pricing. The closer you get to your ski date, the more the price climbs, just like airline tickets. Third-party sellers like Liftopia, warehouse clubs like Costco, and even local grocery stores often have bundles or discount cards that undercut the window even deeper. The pro move is simple. Never buy the night before or the day of your trip. Lock in your tickets online at least 7 days out, and always check third-party outlets before you commit. Resorts set those sky-high window rates as a trap for procrastinators. Do not be one of them. Renting gear at the base of the mountain is the classic rookie mistake. Resort rental shops routinely charge 2 to 3 times what you would pay just down the road in town. That $60 a day ski package at the main lodge is $25 at the shop on Main Street, and you will get the same brands Rossignol, Salomon, and K2, nothing different except the price tag. The so-called convenience tax at the resort only buys you a crowded line and a rushed boot fitting. Town shops are quieter, the staff actually has time to help you, and many will throw in free wax or a quick tune-up just to earn your business. The kicker is that a lot of these shops offer free shuttle service straight to the resort, so you are not trading convenience for savings, you are just avoiding the markup. Every trip, cutting this one corner can save you hundreds of dollars before you even click into your skis. Resort cafeterias are notorious for their prices, and they know you're too cold and tired to argue. It is not unusual to see an $18 burger or a $25 pizza sitting under a heat lamp, and somehow that is just lunch. Toss in a drink and a snack, and you are dropping $50 or more per person per day just to eat on the mountain. That is not a splurge, that is the default. The fix is simple: pack your own food. Throw sandwiches, snacks, or a thermos of soup in your backpack, and you will eat better for a fraction of the price. If you need a hot meal, head to the lodge right at opening or after 2 p.m. when crowds thin and food is actually fresh. But the real Puro move is to drive 5 or 10 minutes off the resort to a local diner or cafe. You will get twice the food for half the price, no cafeteria tray required. Fresh snow turns a ski resort into a stampede. Within half an hour, every marquee run under the main lifts is chopped up, moguls forming as crowds chase the same lines. But the best powder isn't always where the map or the marketing tells you. Short hikes from lift tops, a traverse out to a distant bowl, or those blue square runs most people skip can hold untouched snow for hours. Tree runs, especially north-facing or tucked in the shade, preserve soft conditions long after open slopes are tracked out, thanks to shelter from sun and wind. Resorts rarely advertise these zones, but they are hiding in plain sight, waiting for anyone willing to walk a few extra minutes or read the terrain with a local's eye. Always stay in bounds and respect closures. Those ropes aren't suggestions. The real trick isn't just finding powder, but making it last. And sometimes that means thinking like the hill itself. Look for shade, wind shelter, and places where the crowd never quite bothers to go. Getting to the mountain early is the oldest trick in the book, but almost nobody actually does it. The lifts might open at 9 o'clock, but if you're in line by 8:30, you are in for a whole different day. The first hour is when the mountain belongs to the few. Corduroy groomers untouched. No ice, no moguls, just perfect runs. On a powder morning, those first tracks get erased in minutes. But if you're ahead of the breakfast crowd, you'll score 2 or 3 laps before the masses even buckle their boots. That extra half hour in bed? Forget it. The best runs of your season are waiting at first chair, not on the snooze button. Ski resorts love to pack the slopes on weekends and holidays, but the real secret is in the calendar. Weekdays are often 20 to 40% cheaper than Saturday rates, and the difference is not just in your wallet. Midweek, lift lines all but vanish, and you will get more runs per hour than any crowded weekend could offer. March and April bring even better deals, with longer days, spring sun, and discounted passes as resorts try to fill chairs before closing day. Snow at higher elevations still holds up, especially in the mornings when it softens into that perfect corn texture. If your schedule has any wiggle room, skip the weekend rush and take a random Tuesday off. You will ski more, spend less, and wonder why you ever battled Saturday crowds for the same mountain. Resort locker rentals are the definition of a nickel and dime hustle, $15 to $25 a day for a box barely big enough to cram your boots in a sandwich. Multiply that by a weekend or a family, and locker fees can eat up $100 or more before you even realize it. The fix is pure common sense. Keep your gear in your car, change in the parking lot, and walk in ready to ski. A solid boot bag runs about $30, and a portable boot dryer will set you back another $30 to $40. One-time buys that pay for themselves in just a couple of trips. Some resorts still have a few free lockers or cubbies, but those get snapped up fast. The real PRO move is ditching the locker line entirely. Change at your car, stash your street clothes, and pocket the savings. Over a season, that is money back in your pocket, not the resort's cash register. Ski patrol, mountain hosts, and lift operators are the real insiders on any mountain. These people spend every day tracking which runs were groomed overnight, where the wind deposited extra snow, and which trails are riding better than the map suggests. Patrol teams decide what opens after a storm, and they know exactly which areas are holding the best conditions. Mountain hosts, often in bright jackets and always up for a chat, give free tours, point out hidden routes, and know the difference between a crowded run and a forgotten gem. Most skiers rush past them or treat them like background noise. That is a mistake. The simplest way to unlock the mountain's secrets is to ask, "What's skiing well right now?" 9 times out of 10, you will get a tip that changes your day. Whether it is a quiet groomer, a stash of soft snow, or a shortcut that skips the crowds, their advice is pure gold. Be friendly, be curious, and treat staff like the cheat codes they are, because the right question at the right time can multiply every other hack you have learned so far. Season Pass math is where the real savings hide in plain sight. Epic and Icon passes look expensive at first. $800 to $900 if you grab the early bird deal, sometimes a bit more for the top tiers. But here is the kicker. With day tickets at marquee resorts running $180 or more, you break even after just 5 or 6 days on snow. For most skiers, the magic number is 4 to 7 days. Hit that, and the pass pays for itself. Every extra day after that feels like skiing for free. Both Epic and Icon offer payment plans that slice the upfront sting into monthly bites, so you do not have to drop $1,000 all at once. Early bird pricing in the spring or summer can shave off a few $100s compared to buying mid-season. Even if you only ski at one resort, the numbers almost always work out by your 5th or 6th day. Resorts push day tickets because the margins are huge, but the pass holders are the ones quietly winning the long game. Run the numbers yourself before you buy. Chances are the pass is the ultimate hack. Across all 9 hacks, one pattern stands out. Ski resorts profit from what most guests overlook. The real advantage is not just on the slopes, it is in knowing how the system works. Outsmarting the mountain is possible, and those savings and secrets are right there for anyone who looks.